Hello and welcome to Car Talk from National Public Radio with us, Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers, and we're broadcasting this week from the Dart History.
Art history?
Dart
Oh.
History Department here at Car Talk Plaza. Or maybe we should say Dart is History Department.
Well, the Dart is history, and we evidently have gotten more email and maybe snail mail on this topic than we have ever gotten on any topic ever in the history
Pretty pathetic,
of
isn't
Car
it?
Talk. I mean, everybody has an idea about what we should do with the Dart, which, as if you haven't tuned in for a week, the Dart is dead. The Dart is gone. It was totaled by a snowplow, the worst possible kind
In
of
the words of your wife, ding dong, the Dart is dead. The Dart is dead.
Ding dong, the ugly Dart is dead. Yeah, that's what she did sing a lot. She was very happy, but that's not nice. Others have shown the proper respect.
I actually helped her put it to music.
Well, I mean, we've had lots of ideas, actually, about what to do with the Dart. You know, like cut it up into little pieces and make
ideas
paperweights out of it. The problem is that the Dart, even its soul and body and cadaver,
This is sad.
missing. Because I made a deal with the insurance company. They gave me the $100 that they said it was worth. And I said, that's good enough for me. And within minutes, it left the place where it had been towed to and went to a junkyard. And within minutes of being in the junkyard, evidently,
They said, get it out of here.
get it out of here. It's given us a bad name, and they crushed it. And within minutes after that, it went to some place called Pulverizing R Us. And they pulverized it into, we think, which is what we've heard. They've pulverized it into not pulver, and then not quite the right name.
Shredded.
They smooshed it up into little pieces.
Shredded.
So we're trying to track down at least the pieces. I guess
To do what?
I don't know. I mean, so many people have said make paperweights out of it. We'll pay you $1. So if they're $1 a piece, the thing weighed about 3,000 pounds. That's $3,000.
Yeah. Poetic.
Speaking of poetic, want me to read a poem?
Of course.
The poem is really good. It's called, again, Objet Dart by Charlie Boyd. It was an early day in spring, felt good to be alive. Tommy's son and friends went out for a short spring drive. They chose the Dart, the old Dodge Dart, to take them on their way. And that old car was happy so to be their choice that day. These days the Dart had passed its prime, torn vinyl, rusted steel. But old cars have a soul inside. They think and they can feel. The Dart remembered days gone by when its top rolled down, when it gave joyrides in the spring, the envy of the town. They came upon a traffic light and stopped to rest a spell. The sun shone bright, the air was clear, and all the world seemed well. In front, a local ambulance sat waiting for the light. Behind, a snowplow came up fast. Something wasn't right. The snowplow honked, careened, and veered. Watch out, for goodness sakes! Something had gone terribly wrong. The snowplow had no brakes. It's hard to say how cars know things. Somehow that old car knew that Tom's son's life was on the line, and its choices were so few. This is like 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. There really wasn't any time to weigh the options now. In front there was the ambulance, and back there was the plow. Deep within its rusted heart, Dart knew what must be done. Without seat belts and no airbags, it must rescue Tommy's son. And oh, that sound, that awful sound of crushing steel and glass. The Dart took all that snowplow's force, faithful to the last. Who knows where that old car found such strength within its rust? A lesser car would have thrown the towel and crumbled into dust. Perhaps the thought its days were few helped to quell its fears. That brave old car was 36. That's 90 in human years. Then it says, see footnote. Footnote.
Well, that's where he lost it.
Footnote. The premise that the ratio of human to automobile years is 2.5 to 1 is without any scientific merit whatsoever. It merely serves the author's purpose at this time and therefore falls within the respected category of poetic license. The universe holds mysteries we can scratch and we can comb. The only thing we really know is Tommy's son came home. Somewhere in the great beyond, the sun is shining bright. The gas is plentiful. There is no rust to fight. The pavement's always clean and dry in that land above, and cherished autos gleam and shine, polished by clouds of love. Tommy's heart is broken now, and emptiness remains. For in the spot where Dart once sat, there's naught but oil stains. But Tommy knows there is a place where old dogs and autos go, a place where cars are pampered and once dim headlights glow. And if ever a car earned winner's lap after its earthly race, that old Dodge Dart deserved to go to that eternal parking space. Wow. Charlie Boyd, Rochester, New York, 14607.
Oh,
Man, Charlie, you have outdone yourself. We may have to replace Andy.
he may write a poem like that every week. We don't know if he's outdone himself. This may be one of his poorer efforts.
Jeez. I think we have to read it every Christmas Eve.
Oh, God. Please call anyone. 1-888-CAR Talk. That's 888-227-8255. Call before I get sick. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Shannon in Greenville, South Carolina.
Hi,
Shannon.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Furman University?
Furman?
Yeah, Furman University.
No, I haven't.
Oh, that's where I'm calling you from. You guys need to come visit.
No kidding.
And what's the town it's in?
It's in Greenville in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Man, it sounds great. It sounds just exactly like a campus ought to sound. But I mean, the temperature is probably just right always.
Yeah, just about 75
Just about.
right now.
That's great.
And you are from South Carolina originally, so you went to college in your home state.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
So why are you calling us?
Well, the problem is that I smell like my car, and it's causing a problem at work.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a 69 Volkswagen convertible Bug.
Oh.
And since the weather's always nice here, I can put the top down a lot. But when it's cold and I turn on the heater and drive to work, by the time I get to work, I stink.
You stink of exhaust?
Just think of
Yeah.
exhaust. Yeah.
And a little hint of gasoline.
Oh, that's always a nice touch.
We call it O to VW.
O to VW.
Well, unfortunately, because this is an air-cooled engine,
Yeah.
they relied on the exhaust, the heat from the exhaust system to heat up, the passenger compartment.
Right.
And there are two heat exchangers attached to the engine.
In real cars, the way you get the heat is the heat from the engine heats up water.
You didn't say real cars.
No.
I didn't mean that.
I
no.
didn't think you
I
meant
didn't
real
mean
cars.
that. No.
No.
Real big cars.
I mean, in a lot of cars, in a few cars, the heat of the engine heats up water, and the water in turn goes through like a little radiator, you wouldn't know about central heating down there in South Carolina, but up north, we have central heating, and it mostly has to do with water going through radiators, and that's how it works in some cars. Not
And
all.
there's no water in this car.
Yeah, but there is no water, so they use the hot exhaust gas.
That passes through an aluminum heat exchanger, and then cold air is pushed through this heat exchanger. The heat gets exchanged from the hot aluminum through which the exhaust is passing into this cold air, and some of it, very little, I'm sure you're aware,
Makes its way to the passenger compartment. About 1%.
But what happens after like 29 and a half years is that the heat exchangers rot out and exhaust actually gets into the passenger compartment.
So is there any way to control it?
Well, see, it's no longer a heat exchanger in the usual sense.
It's an exhaust exchanger.
What's happening is the exhaust gas, which is supposed to stay on one side of this heat exchanger, now gets on the wrong side, which is the side that's going to you in the passenger compartment. And that's why you smell bad, because you are being covered with exhaust gas, which, by the way, isn't all that good for your lungs either.
Yeah, I
Or
was
your brain
wondering.
cells, as
Or
my
brain
brother can attest. Well, he can't attest anymore. He can't do much of anything anymore.
So if I'm driving around small children in this car at
Oh,
times,
don't do that.
damaging their health.
You're endangering everyone's health, including your own.
See, I need to fix this because I want to drive it a lot.
Well, you need to buy 2 new heater boxes.
Okay.
Oh, don't say okay.
No.
Oh,
They're
are they
expensive.
expensive?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you might as well do it, and while you're at it, have them throw a new muffler on there because they're connected to the muffler, and that's probably ready to fall off anyway.
So do you figure Midas will have these?
They might have them in stock.
Oh, no. I have a really good mechanic here. I wouldn't dare go. Well, I'm going to Nick, not Midas.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody has them.
Okay.
If you can't find new heater boxes,
Yeah.
just have Nick disconnect everything.
Now, the other part of this, is there a chance I have a gas leak if I'm smelling
A
gasoline?
chance?
Yeah.
In fact, it's almost a certainty. Yeah. It's very likely that your fuel pump is leaking or the gas line is leaking or
So
who
I
knows.
could just ignite one day, like
Yeah.
spontaneous combustion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's little known fact. I think I know the gas line that runs from the tank, which is in the front, to the engine in the back,
Right.
runs inside the car.
So that could be a gas leak that you have and may be completely separate from this.
And don't smoke.
I'm not smoking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way.
See you, Shannon.
Hey, good luck.
Thanks a lot, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Furman University. I want to go there.
Oh, God. Can they take them right away? 1-888-CAR Talk. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
This is Mike.
Mike.
Hi.
How you
Mike.
doing?
Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Hello.
Fort Wayne.
What's shaking?
I have an '88 Ford Ranger that I just picked up for $1,000.
Good.
It's got 211,000 miles on it. It runs like heck. Starts in the winter, no problem. Blah blah blah. But it backfires after it's warmed up. Every time you shift.
Oh, really?
And when you downshift and just put in the clutch.
Oh, so it doesn't just backfire once. It's a whole
no.
series of backfires.
Many, yes. But
You didn't
it's
discover
boring.
this in your test drive?
Well,
There wasn't really a test drive. Tell the truth.
no, it wasn't.
He said,
It
give me
didn't really-
$1,000. You said, woohoo! And you gave
Yeah.
it to him and off you went.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming. The boom, 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 booms are coming out the tailpipe. I mean, it's not from under the hood, I assume.
It is
It's
coming,
coming
out
out the back.
Yeah, maybe it's your neighbors shooting at you.
Well, in my neighborhood, yeah.
Well, 88 Ranger probably has an air pump as part of the emission control system. Wow. Yeah, and a diverter valve, which is supposed to change the flow, to cut off the flow of air to the catalytic converter under certain throttle conditions. And that probably isn't working, or it's working incorrectly at the very least. I mean, I hate to recommend to you start taking stuff off.
Right.
Especially emission-related stuff, because it's unethical, immoral,
Yeah,
illegal, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, and illegal. Huh?
And illegal, yeah.
Yeah, it may be illegal. I don't know.
The moral part I could handle, but
Yeah, who knew that?
I'm a little worried about.
The ethical part, you didn't even...
Right, that wasn't
Squint at.
even an issue.
No, not at
So,
all.
I mean, that being said, you do what you think is best, but if you want to fix it so the noise goes away and still remain within the law, I think you may have to take it someplace and have him check your air pump system.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks for your call.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Don't go anywhere because we've got a lot more calls, well, a few anyway, and the puzzler answer coming up right after this.
This message comes from Wise, the app for using money around the globe. When you manage your money with Wise, you'll always get the mid-market exchange rate with no hidden fees. Join millions of customers and visit wise.com. T's and C's apply.
On the Throughline podcast from NPR, the story of the undersea cables that run the internet.
Other historians have compared it to the Apollo missions of going to the moon.
Listen to Throughline in the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts.
On the Throughline podcast from NPR, how survivors of the Bosnian genocide got their day in court.
How do you even go about finding thousands of victims and establishing who they were and what happened to them?
Listen to Throughline in the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, it's Terry Gross, host of Fresh Air. Hey, take a break from the 24-hour news cycle with us and listen to long-form interviews with your favorite authors, actors, filmmakers, comedians, and musicians, the people making the art that nourishes us and speaks to our times. So listen to the Fresh Air podcast from NPR and WHYY.
Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to talk, of course, about cars, car repair, and the answer to last week's puzzler.
Yeah.
And here it is.
It has to do with early American history and statistics. That's what you said.
Well, math anyway.
Okay.
Statistics, I suppose, that bridge of mathematics.
Okay. I still have no idea what it is.
Christopher from Atlanta writes, my friend Max says to me, I just read that 3 of the first 5 presidents of the United States died on the 4th of July. What do you think the odds of that happening are? I say, no idea. But I'll give you 10-1 odds that I can name at least one of the 3. Of course, he takes the bet. Now, he goes on, I don't know anything about the first 5 presidents except that their names are, what? Who's the first?
George Washington.
There you go. Second.
No idea.
Adams.
Adams.
John Adams.
Oh.
Jefferson. Right.
Tommy Jefferson was number 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
George Jefferson.
So I got George Washington.
Madison. Right?
Yeah. Dolly Madison.
And Bill Monroe. In that order. Okay?
Yeah, got it.
How am I justified in offering my friend 10-1 odds when guessing randomly I have only a 3 in 5 chance of guessing correctly? So that's the question. What makes me so sure I can guess at least one of them on the first try? I think I preface this by saying this was for the kids in the audience.
Kids, huh?
Well, I think so.
Kids are supposed to know this?
Well, if it hadn't been Monroe, if Monroe hadn't been one of the 3, he was the 5th guy.
Yeah.
That's the guy he's guessing.
Oh.
If he hadn't been...
Why would you have to say that?
Why would you say 3 of the first 5? The thing would have said 3 of the first 4. Monroe must be one of them. Otherwise...
Well,
nothing.
Well, he could be.
Well, you could
one of them.
Well, you could have said 3 of the first 20.
Exactly.
Well, that would have been pretty stupid, wouldn't it?
Well, sure, but 3 of the first 5, you could have said that just to obfuscate.
I know.
And it would be true.
No, he says he read it someplace. And wherever he read it would have said 3 of the first 4 if Monroe weren't among them.
Yeah, you're right.
Of course. Don't try to cloud the issue.
Yeah.
Jeez, I think...
Yeah. He read it somewhere. If he read it somewhere. But if I were trying to trick you...
As you always are.
I mean, that would be a great way to trick you. I could have said 3 of the first 7. Oh, and you would have picked number 7. You'd have been wrong.
No, maybe he died.
Because it was Monroe.
Maybe he died the 4th of July, too.
Is it true?
I have no idea. Did you check this, Catherine? You didn't check it.
I don't believe it.
Mayor, did you check it? No. Berman, did you check it? No, but Rogers, no. Nobody checked it.
Dennis.
It's probably completely bogus. It's all right. We'll get more mail.
It doesn't matter
we have a winner?
because we have a winner anyway.
Okay.
The winner this week is April Ralph. I got confused because I thought it said Ralph in April. The winner this week is April Ralph from League City. What is this? Texas. And for having her correct answer chosen from among the thousands of correct answers that we got this week, April will get a $25 gift certificate to the Car Talk Shameless Commerce Division, with which, as you know, she can pick up our new puzzler book, A Haircut in Horsetown,
yes,
which contains not only all our all-time greatest Car Talk puzzlers, but also at no extra charge, the answers to those puzzlers.
And most of the answers are right.
And we're not going to tell you 3 out of 4 are right, and maybe 3 out of 5.
Indeed. Anyway, we'll have a new puzzler coming up in the third half of today's show. In the meantime, we'll take your calls at 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello, this is Kenny Rudd, newly from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Hi, Kenny.
Hey, how you doing?
Where did you used to live?
Connecticut.
I got it.
And
okay.
I actually spoke with you guys once before.
Really?
Back when I was a peon medical student.
Really?
And I am a full-fledged doctor now. I made it.
So it's Dr. Kenny.
Yes.
Wow, that's cool.
So what's going on today, Dr. Kenny?
Well, a surgery is going on right now, actually.
There's a little break in the action, so you decided to call us?
Well, Dr. Zakoska said he would take over for me while I stepped out a little bit.
You can do that, huh? You can just, walk out of the operating room. I suppose, if you were doing a tune-up on a Dodge Dart, and someone said, hey, there's a phone call.
Exactly.
You would just walk away.
Sure.
Why is a Dodge Dart not as good as a human body?
Well, from the poem you read earlier, it's maybe
more.
better.
It's better.
So you're out on break.
Yeah, and Dr. Z is a big fan as well.
Dr. Z.
And he just told me to pass on a message that I don't want to get in the middle of this, but...
Is it Dr. Zeus? Yeah, okay, you don't want to get in the middle. I'm sorry to interrupt.
All right. But he did say he's still upset with you guys that you wouldn't let that teenager get that BMW.
Oh,
He is, huh?
he is, huh? Does he have teenagers of his own, or is he
Do you
some...
have teenagers of your own, Dr. Z? He does.
Wait a minute, I thought he was doing the
Wait a minute,
procedure.
who the hell's operating on the guy?
He is. Right now, he's sewing. It's okay. It's all under control.
Is this how medicine gets done?
Well, at least he did put the intestines back inside before he started.
I don't think we need to know any more about
okay.
that. Okay, so, it's your
So
problem.
Dr. Z thinks that the woman who you're referring to the woman who called and said she was going to get her 16-year-old daughter a Z3
Yes, I can't say I agree with the gentleman.
with more horsepower than brains. This
yes,
woman had.
exactly. That was the one.
Right. And Dr. Z thinks we were wrong in castigating her for being basically a moron and a fool, and we should have simply said, what a great idea, I wish I was your daughter.
That is what he says.
Well, Dr. Z
Ah!
may need an operation himself. He may have had an anal cranial inversion. Luckily, he's got a doctor that can take care of that. That would be you, Dr. Kenny.
Yes, I'm going to do all I can. We'll see to it.
Well, what does he want us to do? Change our minds? Well, we're not going to.
Yeah, I wouldn't think you would, but I think he probably just wanted to get a rise out of you guys. But,
So did you call with a question, or are you just merely acting as his agent?
Oh, no, I do have a question.
Oh, you do? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And it's actually the same car that it actually had developed an attitude before and was revving aggressively, spontaneously on its own.
Uh-huh.
Now it's sort of a diametrically opposed problem. That it's an 88 Honda CRX. Then now, as I'm driving down the highway, the brakes start spontaneously applying.
Ooh.
Really?
On their own.
How magnificent.
Yeah, yeah, if you're not the one driving.
Are you sure of this, or does it simply slow down?
No, I'm pretty sure of this, because I've got warped rotors a little bit.
Yep.
Right.
So when I apply the brake, the car shakes a little bit.
So you can feel it shaking.
I can feel it start to shake.
Good.
And then what happens if I go to step on the brake, there's like no travel distance in the brake. It's almost way up.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's like the brakes are already on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's almost
and
like someone
because-
adjusted it so that the brake pedal is way too high.
Right. And then if you pull over and let it sit for several hours or maybe even minutes, it gets restored to its original behavior.
Yeah, it does.
Sure.
You can verify that the brakes are stuck on easily. The next time it happens and you pull over, put the thing in neutral and try to push the car.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you can try to push it earlier that day to see how it feels when the brakes aren't stuck. And you'll notice a dramatic difference.
Yeah.
And then you have to find out what's causing it.
I have noticed this, that at high speeds, when this happens, I'll put it into neutral, and the car does slow down much more quickly than it does.
Yeah. The brakes
normally.
are on.
Yeah, I think we've established that the brakes are on.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So now
we're
that
going to give you that.
Yeah, we're going to give you that point.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So now
Good.
how to fix.
Do you want me to come up with that, or...
Yeah. Why don't you?
Or maybe Dr. Z can help out. Well, one of two things is wrong. Either your master cylinder is acting up, or more likely the power brake booster is. And I think we've discussed this before on the show. We've had other people call with this question.
Yeah.
And the easiest way to figure this out is that there are two 12-millimeter nuts that hold the master cylinder to the booster.
Yes.
You have tools? Are you willing to experiment with tools?
Oh, yeah, we got the
Not
best
those
tools
kind
right
of
here, let me tell you.
No, like wrenches.
Oh, yeah, I do have those, too.
Yeah.
When the car is in the throes of one of these seizures, so to speak, you need to unbolt the master cylinder from the booster.
Okay.
Okay, don't take any of the hydraulic lines off. Just remove these two 12-millimeter nuts.
Okay.
In fact, you don't even have to take them off all the way. Allow separation between the master cylinder and the booster.
Okay.
It'll move out about a half an inch.
And you know what both of those pieces look like.
The master cylinder is the thing you put the fluid in, and the booster is the black metal thing right behind it. That's between you and the master cylinder when you're driving the car.
Okay.
Okay, if you do that, and in fact the brakes free up immediately, the problem is a faulty booster.
Okay.
And you need to replace it.
Okay.
If in fact that doesn't cure the problem, then the problem is the master cylinder.
Okay.
But I think it's the booster.
Okay.
But you might want to practice taking those nuts off so you can do it with good speed.
Yeah. Don't go there either.
No,
not
we can
speed
tell-
on the car.
Kenny, you haven't been a doctor that long. So
Okay.
see you later.
Thanks a lot for calling.
Good luck and get back in there and save that patient.
Okay, I'll do it. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
So that's what they do. When they're not playing golf, they're on the phone.
They're on the phone.
All right, look, it's time to take a short break and fine-tune the new puzzler.
To fine tune.
Conjure up.
That's what I thought.
We talk about how the government isn't working, but what about when it does? I have to say, I renewed my passport for the first time online, and it was awesome.
I am so glad to hear that.
Ideas about restoring trust and democracy by making systems just work better. Listen to the TED Radio Hour on the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Rachel Martin. If you're tired of small talk, check out the Wildcard podcast. I invite influential thinkers to open up about the big topics we all think about but rarely talk about. Tune in this fall to hear Mel Robbins, Malala Yousafzai, and Brené Brown talk about everything from grief and God to ambition and forgiveness. Watch or listen on the NPR app, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
On this week's Books We've Loved, we're headed to the Open Range with Morning Edition's Michelle Martin to break down Charles Portis's classic True Grit. Find Books We've Loved in NPR's Book of the Day podcast feed, on the NPR app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You care about what's happening in the world. Stay informed with NPR's State of the World podcast. In just a few minutes, we take you to stories around the globe. You might hear the latest developments in world conflicts, or about what global events mean for the price of your coffee. Listen to the State of the World podcast from NPR.
Ha! We're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to discuss cars, car repair, and the new puzzler.
I can hardly
Now,
wait.
I stole this from somebody.
It's
I think.
unnecessary. You stole all of them.
No. Oh, no,
somebody.
nay.
Nay?
No, some of them I actually conjured up.
Oh, that's true. And
some
some
of
were
them actually
given to
happened.
you. Some were given to you.
Some were given, so I didn't.
Yeah.
But I stole this from somebody that stole it from somebody else from some magazine, and I'm just going to repurpose it.
Okay, go ahead.
Several months ago, I was at Logan's Airport here in Boston. I go to smell the jet fuel. I don't really fly anyplace. And while I was there, I happened to see in the crowd an old college chum. And I can't remember his name. And as I'm struggling to find his name, he disappears into the crowd.
Wow.
And I say,
I like it already.
Say, gee, I would like to get reacquainted with him. I mean, after all, he was my roommate for 3 years in college. And I'm sure he'd be interested in getting back the $200 I owe him. Yeah. But all I can remember is that he lived in the Midwest someplace. So I run to one of the monitors hanging from the ceiling, and I see there are like 11 flights going to various destinations in the Midwest, like
Worcester,
St. Louis,
Springfield,
Muncie, Indiana, Racine, Wisconsin, et cetera, et cetera. And because I can't remember his name, it's hopeless, I think. So I have to think of a way to find him. And in a minute's time, I come up with a plan, and in 2 minutes, I find him.
Great!
How did I do it?
I have no idea.
I didn't think so.
Wow.
If you think you know the answer, write it on the back of a $20 bill or any piece of ripe fruit. This is the season. There's some real good ripe fruit.
What about fish?
Fish are good,
An entire fish.
And mail that thing, too. Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza, frozen fish.
You could mail a piece of fish, You could.
Well, you could mail, like salt cod.
Sure.
Right?
I mean, those guys working at 02238 are going to just love us. They do already.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the address again, in case you missed it, in case you're writing on your live fish. Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge.
Our fair city.
Ma 02238.
There it is, 02238, all those happy little people.
Or, of course, you can email your answer to us from the Car Talk section of cars.com. If you'd like to call us, the number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-CAR-TALK. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, Tom. Hi, Ray. This is Karthik from New York.
Oh, wait a minute. We need a spelling on this. Oh, no, not a spelling yet. Another shot at the pronunciation.
Karthik.
Oh.
Car as in car, the automobile,
Yeah.
and thick as in thin and thick. Karthik.
Car's thick.
That's right.
So C-A-R-T-H-I?
No, it's Kartik.
Oh, Kartik.
I love it.
It's wonderful. Kartik.
And where are you from?
Well, I live part of the time in New York City and part of the time in Connecticut.
Got it. What can we do for
But what
you?
kind of a name is Kartik?
It's South Indian.
South Indian. Do you know a guy named Arup Gupta?
He's actually my cousin.
Just thought I'd ask.
Sure. I mean, everyone in India must be related. There are 900 million people.
Absolutely.
So what's up, man?
This is a problem that I have. It's not a huge problem, but it's mainly one of academic interest.
Well, good. It's good to know that you know how important the problem is.
Yes, because it really doesn't bother me very much, but I've always been curious as to why this problem is in my car.
Yeah.
And it's a 1993 Infiniti G20.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've noticed is when the car's been driven for upwards of 30 minutes or so, and then we come back home and park the car, we get out, I can smell this sort of chemical smell, which I guess is sort of like sulfur or even close to hydrogen sulfide.
Yeah.
And it's this kind of strange smell that I noticed, and I thought maybe it's just something peculiar to my car over here. And the funny thing is, when I was in India on a holiday, I noticed the same kind of smell coming from the car that we have back home, which is an Ambassador, which is kind of...
I thought you were going to say the same kind of smell from some cows.
No. And I figured the common factor in these two cars is me.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to mention that.
And in fact, you could have noticed this smell from cows.
But that's not the case, and I was curious as to what the smell was.
Yeah, I've often wondered about that, too.
Well, I'm surprised. I have to ask a question because I don't know the answer to it. The car that you drove in India, did it have a catalytic converter?
I have no clue.
You said it was an Ambassador. Who makes that?
It's made by a company called Hindustan Motors, and I guess it's a descendant of the English Morris Miners.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do they have unleaded gas in India?
No, they don't.
Okay,
I mean, they do now, but I don't think the Ambassador uses unleaded gas.
Okay, so the Ambassador used leaded gas, and I'm surprised it gave you that smell.
Equally, it could have come from the other car, which could have been parked near the Ambassador, and I might have assumed it was the Ambassador.
I like that.
I like that,
I like that, because it's very unlikely that the Ambassador would have a catalytic converter.
Okay.
And if it doesn't have a catalytic converter, then the same reason that we're going to give you for the G20 smell can't be related to the Ambassador smell.
Okay.
So which one do you want the answer to, Ambassador or G20?
He doesn't care about the Ambassador. He's never going to drive it again.
But could they then be having both having the same smell for different reasons? And that way, that would be good if I knew why the Ambassador was smelling the way it was smelling.
Listen, we're going to be hard-pressed to come up with one smell and one reason.
Okay.
So let's not push it
But
here.
to find two smells and one reason,
that would be
just about impossible. To find two smells and two reasons, we might have a shot at that.
We could.
But two smells and one reason, that's beyond reason.
Yeah, I mean, and they're oceans apart. I mean, give us a break.
Several oceans. Maybe all the oceans. Maybe 5 or 6 oceans apart.
Well, the smell from your G20 is coming from the catalytic converter, which is producing hydrogen sulfide gas.
Okay, so it was a hydrogen sulfide smell then.
Yeah.
I'm very pleased with that,
And that's why it smells like hydrogen sulfide.
Okay.
And catalytic converters are supposed to have in them a certain nickel compound, which is supposed to absorb this hydrogen sulfide that's being created. And then when the car restarts, it's supposed to do some chemical magic and change the stuff into sulfuric acid.
Okay.
Which will rot your exhaust system away and eat out your lungs and all that. But it won't make the smell. But certain catalytic converters are prone to making this smell.
With certain gasolines, by the way. Not all gasolines would cause it.
Some gasolines have higher sulfur content than others. This is what we've been told.
Mm-hmm.
So you might try switching brands of gasoline, which we've told people before. So if you're burning the same stuff all the time, you might try switching to another brand for several tanks full.
Okay.
To see if it goes away.
But does it do any damage? It doesn't. It's
No.
just that yeah, okay.
No.
Because now I've kind of actually grown fond of the smell.
That's bad. That's bad.
You know, it's one of those comfortable feelings that your car is working well. You know, it's a nice
I could say something, but I
It's
won't.
a classic conditioning issue here. Isn't that great to know?
It's like your car is emitting a scent. It's like the calf going to its mother. It knows the mother's scent.
Yeah.
And goes there for nurturing.
It just might be reminding me of my car in India.
It might well be.
Oh, yes. It's a nostalgia thing.
Absolutely.
A homesick kind of thing.
Right.
Ah.
And it's
and what is
probably-
causing the car in India to emanate this odor?
That was the question I had as well.
Oh, you asked us that already, didn't you?
Yeah, we gave up on that one.
Karthik, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Likewise. Thanks very much.
See you later.
Thanks a million.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
See, I like questions that don't matter. And he said, this is purely hypothetical, academic, he said. It's not important. It's simply not important, but I wondered about it. You can't go wrong with questions like that.
Absolutely not.
Because you could say, we have no idea, and he'd say, I don't care.
Oh, my God. Well, you've wasted an otherwise perfectly good hour listening to Car Talk. Our esteemed producer is Doug the Subway Fugitive, not a slave to fashion Berman. Our associate producer is Ken the Diaper Slayer Rogers. Our assistant producer is Catherine I'm having a bad leather day Ray. Our engineer is Dennis the Menace Foley. And our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor is John Bugsy Lawler. Our customer care representative is Haywood Jabuzzoff. Our mortgage loan consultant is Nora Lender B. Our staff chiropractor is Winston Payne. Our director of Russian rust protection is Yevgeny Primakov. You get it? Our chief negotiator is Bernadette Bridge, and the manager of our donkey-based video equipment is Cameron Diaz. I know you got it. Our staff dietitian is Norma Lee Chowan, and our chief counsel from the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham and Howe is Hugh Lewis Dewey, known to the Department of Public Works as Huey Louie Dewey. Thanks so much for listening. We're Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and don't drive like my brother.
And don't drive like my brother.
We'll be back next week. Bye-bye. And now here's Car Talk Plaza's assistant chief mechanic, Joey Bag of Donuts.
All right, now if you want to copy this week's show, which is number 16, by the way, all you got to do is call 888-CAR-JUNK.
What if you want other stuff, Joey, like a puzzler book or tapes or CDs?
Then you go to the IMF and you apply for a loan. You know what I mean, you moron? No, you call the same number, 888-CAR-JUNK, or you visit the online Shameless Commerce Division at the Car Talk section of cars.com.
Well, thank you, Joseph. That was instructive, as always.
Instructive, me.
Car Talk is a production of Dewey, Cheatham and Howe and WBUR in Boston.
And even though listeners all over the country rethink their recent pledges when they hear us say it, this is NPR, National Public Radio.
Making time for the news is important, but when you need a break, we've got you covered on All Songs Considered, NPR's music podcast. Think of it like a music discovery show, a well-deserved escape with friends, and, yeah, some serious music insight.
I'm going to keep it real. I have no idea what this story is about.
Hear new episodes of All Songs Considered every Tuesday, wherever you get podcasts.
Keeping up with the news can feel like a 24-hour job. Luckily, it is our job. Every hour on the NPR News Now podcast, we take the latest, most important stories happening, and we package them into 5-minute episodes so you can easily squeeze them in between meetings and on your way to that thing. Listen to the NPR News Now podcast. Now.
Instead of letting an algorithm throw mediocre podcast recommendations at you, sign up for NPR's Pod Club newsletter. We comb through hours of audio to find the gems, the episodes that will make you gasp, cry, or crack up in a public place. Then every week we send those pics to your inbox and tell you why they're worth your time. Subscribe now at npr.org/podclub.